Orion AI is a new way to make computers smart. We are going to learn how to code for it. This guide will help you start your journey. It might seem a bit tricky at first, like any new skill. But do not worry. We will go slowly and carefully. We will learn everything step by step together. Preparing for Orion AI coding is the very first step. This means getting all our digital tools ready for the job ahead. Soon you will be telling the AI what to learn. It is an exciting journey into the world of artificial intelligence. The grounding code is very important for Orion AI. Think of it as the first set of lessons for the AI. This special code helps the AI learn basic things. You will have this code as a computer file. Let's say the file is named for this guide. This at the end means it is a compressed file, like a packed suitcase. We need to move this important file to your recomputer. The recomputer is a small dedicated computer where the AI will run and learn. You can use a USB drive to copy the file over. Or, if you prefer, you can send it over your computer network. SSH helps us talk to the recomputer from your main computer. SSH stands for Secure Shell, which sounds quite technical. It is like a secret, secure tunnel to the other computer. We use it to give commands to the recomputer. We do this from our main computer, such as your laptop or desktop. To use SSH, you need the recomputer's specific network address. This address is often called an IP address. You also need a username and a password for the recomputer. SSH is secure, so all your commands and data are kept safe. It is a very common and useful tool for developers and programmers. First, you need to open a program called the terminal. Your Mac or Windows computer has one built in. In the terminal, you type special text commands. To connect using SSH, you will type. You must replace with your actual recomputer username, and replace with its real IP address on the network. For example, a command might look like. After typing the command, press the Enter key on your keyboard. It will then ask for your password. Type it carefully. You will not see the letters as you type, for security. Press Enter again. If everything is correct, you are now connected to the recomputer. You are now connected to the recomputer using the SSH terminal. Remember the file we transferred earlier? We need to find where you put that file on the recomputer. Maybe you copied it to the Downloads folder, or perhaps you created a special folder like for it. To move between folders in the terminal, we use the command. Simply means change directory. It is like clicking to open a folder. So if your file is in a folder named Downloads, you would type. Then press the Enter key. You are now inside the Downloads folder. Our grounding code is inside the file. A file is like a locked digital box with many files inside. We need to open this box or unzip the file to get the contents. To do this, you will use the command in the terminal. Make sure you are in the same folder as the file. Type, and then press the Enter key. This command will extract the files and create a new folder. Let's say this new folder is called. Now we need to go into this new folder to access the code. Type and press Enter. Orion AI programs are often written in the Python language. Python is a very popular programming language, especially for AI. Sometimes AI projects need a special setup for Python. This special setup is called a virtual environment. It helps keep all the project's specific tools neatly in one place. This organization prevents conflicts with other Python projects on your system. Let's imagine our project's environment is named. To use this environment, we first need to activate it. Type the command and press Enter. You should then see appear at the start of your terminal prompt. Now everything is prepared and ready to start the grounding phase. You are currently inside the folder in your terminal. Your special Python environment is active and working. Inside this folder there is a main Python program file. This file is the one that starts the grounding process for the Orion AI. Let's imagine this important file is called. To start the AI's first learning phase, type into the terminal. Then press the Enter key. The grounding phase will now begin its operation. The AI will start performing its very first set of learning tasks. Once the grounding phase starts running, your terminal will show many messages. This text appearing on your screen is the program's output. It tells you exactly what the AI program is doing at each moment. It is very important to watch this output closely as it appears. The AI is learning, and the output clearly shows its progress. You might see numbers, status updates, or other kinds of information. It is a good idea to write down anything that looks important or unusual. Also, make sure to note any error messages if you see them. This documentation helps you understand how the AI is learning. It is also very useful if you need to fix any problems that might arise later. The grounding phase provides the AI with its basic foundational knowledge. Next in the process comes the expansion phase. In this phase, the AI learns more complex and advanced things. Sometimes this expansion phase needs a more powerful computer to run effectively. For this example, let's say we will use a Mac Mini computer. The Mac Mini might have more processing power or more memory available. We need to prepare the Mac Mini properly for this important task. This preparation means making sure it has Python installed correctly. It also needs any special software or libraries required for Orion AI's expansion. Always check that all your software tools are up to date on the Mac Mini. This careful preparation helps ensure the expansion phase runs smoothly without issues. The expansion code contains new, more advanced instructions for the AI. It builds directly upon what the AI has already learned in the grounding phase. This new code will guide the AI to explore more advanced topics and concepts. You might write this expansion code yourself using a text editor on the Mac Mini, or you might download it as part of the complete Orion AI toolkit. Let's assume you have a set of files ready for this phase. These files together make up the expansion code for the AI. Perhaps they are all stored in a folder called. Once this code is ready, you will need to package these files for transfer. Often we compress them into a single zip file, for example. After preparing the file on your Mac Mini, we must move this new file over to the recomputer. The recomputer is the machine where the AI is actually running and learning. We can use a terminal command called for this file transfer. Stands for secure copy. It copies files securely over an SSH connection. Open a new terminal window on your Mac Mini, navigate using to the directory where you saved, then type the command. Remember to replace and with your actual details. This command copies the zip file to a folder on the recomputer. You can choose any destination folder on the recomputer that you prefer. Now you need to return to your SSH session that is connected to the recomputer. If the SSH session is ended for any reason, simply SSH back in. We must navigate to the folder where you sent the file. For example, if you send it to a folder named type, once you are in that folder you need to unzip the expansion code. Type the command and press the enter key. This action will create a new folder, perhaps named. Enter this new folder by typing and pressing enter. Remember to activate your Python virtual environment if it is not already active. Type if is located one level up. You are now in the correct directory that contains the expansion code. Your special Python environment should be active and ready. Inside this folder, there will be a main script file. This script is the program that starts the expansion phase for the AI. Let's assume this script is named for our example. To begin the AI's expansion phase, type in the terminal, then press the enter key to execute the command. The AI will now start its advanced learning processes immediately. It will use its previously grounded knowledge to understand new, complex ideas. This phase significantly broadens the AI's overall capabilities and understanding. Just like you did during the earlier grounding phase, observe the terminal output carefully. The expansion phase will print messages to the screen, showing its ongoing progress. These messages might be different from those you saw during the grounding phase. Look for new patterns in the output or different types of information being displayed. Note how the AI tackles more complex tasks and challenges. It's very helpful to document any interesting behaviors or milestones the AI reaches. If you happen to see any errors or warning messages, write them down carefully. This ongoing documentation is crucial for tracking the AI's development over time. It also greatly helps in troubleshooting problems and improving the AI later on. Your notes are a valuable and detailed record of the AI's learning and growth. Congratulations on successfully reaching this far in the process. You have learned many new and important things today. You prepared your computers and software for Orion AI coding. You successfully initiated the critical grounding phase for the AI, then you carefully guided it through the more advanced expansion phase. Together, these two essential phases make up what is called the foundation phase. You have now successfully completed the entire foundation phase of Orion AI coding. This is a very big achievement, especially if you are new to AI. Well done. Keep practicing these steps. The more you repeat them, the easier they will become. You are building a strong base for eventually mastering Orion AI.